Hello, welcome back to our channel Travel and Migration. If you are new to this channel, we create videos on how you can migrate to the UK, visa sponsorship, UK immigration update, scholarship opportunities and life in the UK generally. So, if you are interested in this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification icon to stay updated on our latest content. More stringent new requirements to be eligible for UK citizenship, and a British passport. Big news out of the UK: certain requirements for obtaining a British passport and citizenship have changed. The UK government, however, wants to guarantee the integrity of their immigration system. To ensure that only exceptional people are granted British citizenship, the regulations are being tightened. We're delving deeply into the recently implemented passport and citizenship regulations in the UK. Stay tuned until the very end. Alright, let's move into the video. British passports are issued by the UK or its territories to British citizens. It verifies your citizenship and permits international travel based on visa regulations. The major modifications, which took effect in December of last year, primarily affect the processing time for applying for a British passport. The amount of time you must spend in the UK before applying for a British passport depends on how you want to become a citizen. In general, you must have lived in the UK for 5 years and counting before applying. However, after the new regulations take effect, you must remain in certain categories for 6 years. And for others, you have to wait a good 10 years to apply. Look out for the specifics that apply to your circumstance. Let's examine the residency requirements for various routes to citizenship under the revised regulations. Settled status. You must have held permanent residency in the United Kingdom for a minimum of 12 months and resided in the country for a minimum of 5 years prior to applying for British citizenship. The acronym ILR denotes indefinite leave to remain. Here is what spouses and civil partners of British citizens should be aware of. You must have lived in the United Kingdom for a minimum of 3 years and be a British citizen or betrothed to a British citizen for a minimum of 3 years. You must wait a total of 6 years after that to be eligible to apply for British citizenship. This is the situation for children of British citizens. Before you can apply for British citizenship, you must have been a resident of the UK for a minimum of 10 years and the child of a British citizen for the same amount of time. Let's now discuss the recent changes to the naturalisation process, which is becoming increasingly difficult. Applicants who wish to become British citizens must demonstrate that they have a thorough understanding of British society, culture, and values. They'll also need to be more proficient in the English language. Speaking of English, there has been an increase in the language proficiency required to obtain a British passport and British citizenship. You'll have to demonstrate that you can read, write, listen, and speak English fairly well. And the worst part is this. The standards for good character are also becoming more stringent. If you want to become a citizen of the United Kingdom, they will scrutinise your background even more, requiring a longer period of residency and a complete criminal history check. The new requirements are intended to make it more difficult for people to obtain a British passport and citizenship, meaning that even minor legal run-ins could make it more difficult to become a British citizen. This may have an especially negative impact on specific populations, including people with criminal histories, people with poor English language proficiency, and people who haven't lived in the UK for a long time. The government contends that these modifications are required to guarantee that British citizenship is only awarded to those who are sincerely devoted to British society and values. Furthermore, they contend that these modifications will uphold the integrity of the British passport and the UK's reputation as an inclusive and friendly nation. Those who are thinking about applying for a passport or naturalisation should be aware of these new requirements and start getting ready early. It is imperative to ascertain that they meet all eligibility requirements and have the necessary documentation to bolster their application. Although some individuals may find it difficult to obtain British citizenship as a result of these changes, their ultimate objective is to protect the borders of the United Kingdom and preserve the values of the country. We hope that this information was helpful to you. For more updates on UK visas, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Travel Abroad Migration. Study abroad and employment prospects along with immigration and sponsorship news. Have an amazing day.